Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've been gone for a couple of weeks because I've been working on a few different things, moving my career forward into fitness. I just recently obtained my CrossFit Level 1 certificate, and I'm currently studying for my National Association of Sports Medicine Certified Personal Training exam. So wish me luck, and in the next few weeks I'm hopefully going to be testing for that, and then I will be a certified personal trainer here pretty soon. But anyways, today's video is actually about rest and why rest specifically separates the elite athletes from the average athletes. So rest is the single most important thing that you can do for your body in order to make progress. So if you allow your body to wear down over time and then it adapts to certain stimuli, but then you never let it recover, you're only just beating it up. And this idea of consistently training and beating yourself into the ground and never giving any rest, all of these training montages in movies and in Hollywood, that's ruining your body, right? Because you're never letting your battery charge back up to 100% before you start using it again. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're resting and we're recovering, and this starts with sleep and nutrition. And as I mentioned earlier, sleep, nutrition, recovery period is what separates elite athletes from average athletes. And the reason is because the elite athlete doesn't put that much more dedicated training in than a fitness enthusiast. I put in a few hours of gym time every single day, but if I'm not recovering properly, then each of those hours could potentially be detrimental to my training and to my overall ability, rather than actually helping me because I'm not recovering properly. Whereas a Olympic athlete, they might be spending 2 or 3 hours in the gym, but they're spending the other 14 waking hours of their day, 12 waking hours of their day, focusing on their recovery. They're making sure they're getting the right amount of sleep, and they're making sure they're eating the right things so that the next day, when they do train, they are at 100% again. So the idea of recovery is getting yourself back to 100% as soon as possible so that you can train again. And the faster you can get yourself to 100%, the more often you can train. The more often you can train, the more stimulus that you can adapt to. And there is the fitness spiral, the fitness curve that allows everyone to get perpetually better as long as they're recovering appropriately. So overall, it's just really, really important that you are getting your rest and your recovery. And if you have not been making gains in however many weeks or months or years of training, or you've plateaued, try just taking a break. Sometimes that's all that's necessary. And one way to do that is a deload week. A deload week is a really, really great option for people who feel like they mentally can't get out of the gym, but want to stay in the gym training, but not in the gym beating their body up. So you can go to the gym and you can increase the volume of work at the gym and decrease the weight. So let's say if you're bodybuilding and you're doing bicep curls, and you usually do bicep curls at 50 pounds. Well, try doing bicep curls at a higher rep range, maybe at 20 pounds, 25 pounds. No one's gonna judge you because now you are just gonna look a little bit better and feel a little bit better for the following week when you make extra gains. In CrossFit, one way to increase the volume is to literally just increase the number of reps and change from doing heavyweight things to lighter weight things. Do more things like burpees, air squats, rowing, and focus on a little bit of light gymnastics work and things like that. If you are an Olympic lifter, this is literally just increasing reps and decreasing weight. So overall, deloading can be a really, really great way to stay in the gym without putting too much stress on the body. You're going to be decreasing your intensity overall for that week, but you're still going to maintain your gains from the previous week to the next. One reason that people don't like to rest or recover is because they feel like that time not spent in the gym is not time spent having their gains. But again, back to the battery analogy, if you never let that battery get back up to 100%, you're not going to make gains anyways. So if you're in the gym for way too long, then take a break. The central nervous system just needs a break once in a while. Your brain is constantly evaluating sensory input, it's evaluating mechanical inputs from your environment, it's constantly modulating how much of your muscles are firing, and it is just aware of everything at all times. And if you're constantly in the gym and you are just beating it to shreds, you're beating your body to shreds, your nerves are going to get fried, for lack of a better word. You're frying your nerves. So a break or a deload week at its lightest or a deload week at its heaviest will allow your body and your central nervous system to relax for a second so that it can kind of get a bearing again and recuperate those nerves. As previously mentioned, we also want to make sure that our sleep and nutrition are on point. So sleep is very slowly becoming the single most important aspect of any athlete's recovery across the world. Almost all coaches are starting to recognize that 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep are required for elite athletes. And this goes the same for just the average person. 8-9 hours of sleep allows your body to recover from whatever those stressors may be, whether you're in the gym or you're in the office and you're dealing with writing a ton of papers, or you're dealing with just a ton of stress at work, period, deadlines, etc. You want to make sure that you're getting enough rest to be able to deal with those stimuluses. So rest is not just for those who are in the gym, it is also for those who just experience stress in their life. There's so much more research that's coming out about sleep and sleep position and all sorts of things, and there's actually this really, really cool system in your body called the glymphatic system, which is essentially the way that your body eliminates waste while you're sleeping. And one thing about your body when it sleeps, or when you're sleeping, is your brain, it increases activity, but the cells in your brain actually, for lack of a better word, shrink and allow fluid to encompass your brain, or your cerebral spinal fluid. It encompasses your brain and it pulls out all of the waste products from your brain, and then it flushes it out, and then you eventually pee that out, you excrete it, and you just, or some of that waste gets repurposed into your body for other things. So rest literally helps you eliminate waste from your brain. And if you don't have that, eventually your brain is just going to be one big trash can. And that's why you don't make gains after a certain amount of time of training way too hard. So that was a lot of time spent on sleep, but the next piece is nutrition. Nutrition is extremely important in recovery as well, because if you're putting in food that is nutrient lacking, or just empty calories, as another word, if you're putting in empty calories into your body isn't getting the micronutrients it needs to heal properly. And there's the whole idea of calories in, calories out, of course, but micronutrients do count when it comes to recovering faster. So if you want to recover faster, then don't just think calories in, calories out, think nutrients in. So you want to eat more vegetables, which is really the main thing that most Americans can be doing better, but probably most people on the planet could be doing better, is eating more vegetables, drinking more water, eating good meats. It doesn't necessarily have to be just white meat. It can be red meat as well, but good quality meat, and nuts and a little bit of fruit here and there, and then just avoid sugars for the most part. And if you're able to do that, your body is going to be in a much better place to heal itself from the inside out. So overall, in order to operate at your maximum potential, you need to go take a nap, probably like right now. And in the end, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you can like and subscribe the video, and I will see you in the next one.